everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick on the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive, depending on where you are in the world. And we're going to be playing probably the longest named racing game I've ever played. It's Newman Haas Indycar featuring Nigel Mansell. Now, it's a game that also came out on the SNES, was developed by Gremlin and published by Acclaim Entertainment in 1994. Nigel Mansell, of course, was the IndyCar champion in 1993, having moved over from Formula 1 in 1992 when he won the championship in 1992. So we're going to do a championship on this one. It's a kind of sequel to Nigel Mansell's World Championship Racing from Gremlin also in 1992. You can have split screen for two players if you want, but I'm the only player here. So let's see how far we can get into this game. I'll do a few races, see how the thing plays. If you had this one back in the day, let me know. But I do love a good racing game, but I don't know how long I'm going to be on this one. Right, let's should we practice first of all? Just get my eye in, see what it's all about.
Start your engines.
Start your engines. Okay, I will do. Right, okay. Let's go. Oh, it's moving. It's moving okay. Frame rate doesn't seem too bad. We'll see what the controls are like. Reminds me a little bit of F1 really, or Vroom. Let's see what the road holding is round the corners. It's all about learning how far you can push the car generally in these sort of games. I am liking the engine sound though, that's quite groovy. If you own the SNES version, then let me know how that plays. Probably could have taken that corner a little bit faster. I wasn't too near the edge there. Oh, it's a bit out wide. That's going to cost me to slow down quite a bit. So that's what practice is about. Those bridges we just went under, or tunnels, or well, bridges, might be a little bit of hard driving, but it's not like hard driving at all. That isn't, it's polygons. There we go, under there. So it's not playing too bad, to be honest with you. I've got it on automatic gears. I think you can have manual gears if you wish. And there's a full championship to keep you entertained. So, you know, once you've learned the laps, you will be coming to this for quite a bit. Yeah, as I say, already I'm quite liking this. As I say, I'm being a little bit cautious around some of the corners, but we'll see. Oh dear, I was too wide there. Could do oh, that's got a map down the middle there, so you can see where you are. It's good seeing it down the bottom rather than up the top and have to glance up, so that's good. I can see it actually on my virtual dashboard. Pretty cool, I would say, as we're on lap 2. Don't know how many practice laps we get on this, or maybe I'll have to reset it, I don't know. Hopefully not more than about 3. But we're doing a bit of speed here. I'm trying to look to see what the pop-up is. It's not too bad. It's drawing it right at the last second. But yeah, it's good. It's okay. I think I prefer Nigel Mansell's World Championship though, to be honest. Don't know why. There's not too much scenery to speak of at the moment. It's all looking a little bit sparse. And there's no options. I'm being a bit picky now, but there doesn't seem to be any options to change your view. You just got this cockpit view and nothing else. It would be nice to have the addition of chase view as well. And you always look to see what the extra bits it's offering. There's no rear view mirror and there's no side mirrors to look behind. So it loses points a little bit on there, but it moves quite fast. It's got some elements there, but you know, looks like it could have had a few bonus bits added in as well. So, you know, it's a bog standard racer by the looks of things. But the engine sounds are the thing that's making it the most for me, as was the Nigel Mansell race beforehand. Best lap there, 1:15.63. Press A, B and C to exit, I will. Right. So it looks like a 1:15. I think there's room for improvement there, quite a bit of room for improvement. So I probably can get down to a 1:12 or a 1:11 if I kept practicing. I haven't got time to keep practicing because we're doing a review gameplay sort of thing. Now these reviews, if you're new to the channel, aren't about perfect gameplay. It's just seeing what your first few goes would have been like as a kid. Would you have been disappointed with the game, or would you have gone back to play it quite a few times? It looks like we've got 2 laps to put in a qualifying lap. Should I just blast it round, or should I try and put in a safe one? Well, it's Nick here, so we're probably going to blast it around really. Good. Driving. There's so many good driving games about the place. I don't think this is the upper echelons of driving games, but it isn't half bad. Hug the inside there, try and kiss the wall, or try and just avoid kissing the wall, I should say. This seems like a fairly easy track to learn as I crash into that. Looks like you don't actually take physical damage. The race isn't going to end at any point, I don't think, unless maybe you get on a higher mode. In the right hand side I can see in the bottom there an overview of the Newman Haas car of the time. Nigel Mansell ripped through the championship in 1993. I think he was injured. He went to hospital and missed a few races, but still won the championship. He was new to ovals and all that sort of stuff. Good old Nigel Mansell. Hurrah! I don't know who comes second or third in the championship. There's the Penske cars, which are quite good, and I liked them at the time because although they weren't related, they were painted a bit like the McLaren of the era with the old red and white like Marlboro design. I really loved that. I sort of like as a kid thought they was connected to McLaren, but they weren't. Just had the same sponsor. Right, okay, so we did a 118.2. In practice, we went to a 115. Be nice to even get to that, and then we'll see how that's qualified us on the grid. But, you know, I do like those hands going backward and forward on the steering wheel. That's quite good. That's quite well animated. The wheels are as expected. Probably could have been shaded a little bit better. You can see the different gradients there. But it's all in the speed. And hopefully we can do a 150. Oh, that's a bit... Yeah, I've lost speed there. Try and get a 115 or just under. If I can get a 114, that would be quite nice. But I'm suspecting pole might be a little bit quicker than that. That's what you do with these games. You keep playing them, get gradually quicker and quicker, and you gradually find the limits. I'm nowhere near the limit on this, I can tell you straight away. Have you done a whole championship? Let me know. How long did it take you? I think you can save it on the cartridge, your progress. It probably does. Passwords, they tend to do that quite a lot of times. Oh, dearie me. Very, very wide. Very, very wide. So I'm presuming these circuits are similar, or they try to reflect the actual real race circuits. 115.11, trying to reflect the real race circuit there. And there's good old Nigel from that championship. Position 11th. Well, that might be good, depending on how many people are in the race. Who was Nigel Mansell's teammate in 1993 for Newman Haas? Haas are now got a Formula 1 team, but they're struggling quite a bit. Right, okay, we'll go straight into the race. The split screen will probably be quite good. That woman looks quite happy that I'm in the race. Let's race. 11th place. Here's the grid positions. Andretti, well I know him. There was a Michael Andretti and a Mario Andretti in IndyCars. Farnsworth, not so sure. Yeah, I don't recognise any of those. Maybe Andretti's correct. Let me know if they are real names. I recognise Andretti, the others not so much. We out-qualified one person, so, you know, we're sort of like thereabouts in terms of pace. Sort of like thereabouts. So we might do one race, we might do two races. It's rolling starts in IndyCars. Now let's see how easy it is to overtake. That car's quite wide. Right, that's past him. That's into 10th place. Oh man, right. So the car takes no damage, so it will be a bit cavalier here. It looks like you need to be patient with your overtakes here. Now, it'll be interesting to see, hopefully it's the next race, hopefully, be interesting to see if we do any ovals, what the overtaking is there as we zip into 7th place. So, yeah, I find it hard to believe how these guys out-qualified me here, because we went, oh, look at that, we went past them quite quickly. The cars are very wide here, it seems. I'm going to lose quite a lot of positions there. So, started off in 11th, we're now 10th despite crashing. So the secret, I think, to success in this game, already I can see, is just patience in overtaking. I don't think we've got a great deal of laps to actually get this done. Probably about 3. It's a three lap race. Right, just concentrate on not driving off the road. Thread it through, because I think we're by far the quickest car in this. You see on the map below, I think we're the light blue dot. So a bit of distance to make up already. But let's just, see, too hot into the corner. And what's happened here? I can't seem to accelerate out. Oh man, I got stuck in the grass. That must be a glitch. So I'm well last now by some distance. So let's just try this a bit of practicing, really. Just try this as a practice, Nick. You've done a boo-boo. With 3 laps to go, you've gone from 10th to 12th, and there's a gap there. Now, in reality, it will take me quite a few laps, if it's in real life, take me quite a few laps to catch up, because I just parked it and had a picnic there for quite some time. Always interesting to comment and play these games at the same time race-wise. That's the corner I seem to be okay at. He's isolated one corner in the whole of the map that he's good at. Right, and we're coming up to... Have we been lapped by someone? No, that couldn't have happened. Surely we wouldn't have been lapped already. I don't think so. With the light blue... And on the map, I think it's the dark blue as the leader. Perhaps we have been lapped. Who knows? I thought the dark blue was the leader, but they just seem to be checkpoints. Don't come last, Nick. You can't come last in a Newman Haas car. So I think that was the quickest car back in the day. Although it was quite close between that and Penske. But Nigel Mansell was a cut above everyone in that season. He sure was. His dominance wasn't as big as the difference he had from Williams in 1992 against everything else. I think that was about 2 seconds a lap quicker. His teammate was Riccardo Patrese. And I think realistically he was the only driver he had to beat. And he did beat him. Patrese, I think, later went to Benetton. I think that's right. 2 laps to go. I'm still in 12th place. Oh, man. Nick, you need to be a bit more patient threading your way through. But I just want to get up into the points. I think quite a lot of positions score points in IndyCar. So a very long name, this race game. Newman Haas Indycar. It looks like the last bit was added on at the end, featuring Nigel Mansell. It might be called... There might have been other releases of the same game where it was just called Nigel Mansell's IndyCar to shorten it. That's a lot easier to say. But I've got back my grid position in 1 place, and oh, he's said that, and they're going to come back. There we go. So this is pretty much where I started, wasn't it? 11th. Oh well. But as I say, we did drive off the track a bit. Need a bit of practice here, like a lot of racing games. It's harder to control than Super Monaco or Super Monaco 2, but it's still arcadey, but a bit more realistic arcadey, if you know what I mean. Right, okay, Nick, you can do this thing. Lap 3. Well, you say you can do this thing. I don't know, it was 1:16.73, so I still haven't gone as quick as I went in practice. Looking at the display on the right, looks like it's our gap behind the driver in front, so we're 5.91 seconds behind, it seems. So we need to keep working our way on that. So 5.98 now, so it's gone up. There's a white flag there, don't know what that meant. Well, we're low on fuel. So in longer races you will need to pit stop, but in these races we're only doing 4 laps, and I think we should be able to get away with it. Hopefully the others do pit stop, so I'm really cutting down that gap, but we're coming up to the finishing line now. 1.48. It's going up. Yeah, I've clipped the wall there. You don't get any burst tyres, but I'm quite confident if I had a few goes on this and just kept it on the road, be more patient with my overtakes, I think in 4 laps I'd be winning this race and then zipping through the championship with great skill, with great style. As long as we don't run out of fuel, that is the main thing. Right, hog it. We won't do any more practicing. Whatever the next race is, hopefully it's an oval. I'll do some qualifying and then we'll zip in to the race. But I've got to remember myself, Nick, limit it to 2 races or we're going to be here all day. You might like that, I don't know. Let me know if you would like it. Always reminds me, I've been saying this for months, I've still got Wreckfest in the cellophane wrapper on the PlayStation 4. I need to load that game. That could be heaps of fun on a gameplay. Oops, driving onto the grass again. So I certainly lost it when I drove off the circuit and couldn't get the car going again. We made up 1 place there. Andretti wins. We're not interested in that. There we go. It's 22 points. Mansell 10th, which is 3 points. It wasn't bad for a first go. That I'm liking the game. Would I have played this quite a bit back in the day? I think those teams are fictitious. Yeah, I would have done. Hard luck. Look at those, Nigel Mansell with his trademark moustache, or is it a balancing slug? So if you want to remember that password, you could have written it down. So that's the saves you saving it. Right, Phoenix, and it is an oval. Hooray! And it's only 1 mile long, 10 laps. Right, let's see if I can do a bit better here, because essentially I've learnt the track already. It's just off loads of left corners. It's just knowing how quick can we go on there and get away with it. Right. It still needs some skill on ovals. It's a different sort of skill.
Start your engines.
I will do. He's not very exciting, is it? He should say something like start your engines, not start your engines. Right, 2 laps to go in qualifying. Right, okay, so the banks look quite similar there. Maybe could have done that a bit quicker. Been very conservative here. So let's just get the banker lap in first of all, and then we can try and see. Whoa, see if we can really try and push it for the next lap. So this looks like quite tight to this next corner coming up compared to the other ones. Just ease up. Oh, I clipped the wall but didn't lose too much speed. I think I've got away with that. Try and hug the inside and drift out wide to the wide line. Someone's planted a load of cacti on the inside. Did you see that as we went past? Why? And then more. Why would you plant cacti? That is just super cruel. Right, what was that? 21.25. Where's that going to put us? 6th. So better than 11th. but we didn't have too long to actually tune the, well, not tune the car, just get my eye in to get the best lap, I think. The music's okay, but instantly forgettable about half an hour later after you've turned the thing off. Should be lots of overtaking positions here. So DeLucia is in pole position, Andretti's second, the championship leader, 18.41. So it's quite a bit behind that then with our time.
Your engine.
I will start my engine. Right, okay. Rolling start. Looks like the cars are either red, white or green, and that is it. So there's not much of a difference. Right, come, let's weave through. So, position 5. Smashed into the back of that car. Doesn't cause any problems for either of us. Into 4th place. This could be a chance of a win here. How far are the others away? Not a great deal. So, as soon as I can see them, I can line them up. So there's only 3 cars ahead of me now. That means I can go heaps wrong, famous last words. We got to 3rd place with a huge frontline speed there. Whether that gets more difficult later on, or maybe we should have selected it, or maybe on a harder mode perhaps. So lap 2, I think it's of 10 laps, isn't it? Check out the distance behind the person in front. It was half a second. That's 3/10. It's massively going down. Oh, blatantly weaved in front of me, but that was my best lap. See, I'm very suspicious of these qualifying laps these guys put in, because I'm heaps faster than them straight away. As we track down the person in 1st place, we're about a second behind. Gonna get heaps. We're gonna cut this gap as we go onto the main straight, I think. 1.2 seconds. Let's eat into this, or maybe the leader's a bit quicker. Can't see him as of yet. Yeah, staying around about a second, isn't it, really? But we couldn't have taken that corner much faster. We were quite close to the wall there. Yeah, staying on a second. Looks like there's a guy right behind me as well. He's right on my rear grille. Maybe I can lose him a little bit. Right, come on, Nick. And it looks like we're going to come up to race riders in a minute. I can see the leader. That was terrible, Nicky. But I can see the race leader. So hopefully, he's just vanished again. Hopefully in the computer, now he's on the screen, they can't do anything silly and make up different gaps. So we've lapped 1 car. So the danger is going past lapped racers. Right, that's into 1st place. 5 laps to go, and I wish this was the last lap, but it isn't. So fingers crossed then, let's try and see if we can win at least 1 race. So it looks like in this game then, from early viewing, that I'd be good at the ovals straight away, competitive there, and then I'll have to pull my socks up on the actual main track. So definitely in a shout of winning the championship, but it's quality. I do play quite a lot of racing games. Ah, there we go. I love racing games, but you know this. Good, right. You know, it is tempting for me to do every video to be a racing game, but that would be a bit boring for you, wouldn't it? We need to mix it up a bit. Right, 2 seconds is my lead. Oh, clip the wall again. So let's try and extend that lead then. If we can get it over 5 seconds, that would be pretty cool. But we're on lap 8 of 10. Don't know if there's going to be any rubber band in there, extend it. The only thing that's going to cause us a few problems is lapped right. Oh no, get out the way. Blue flags. Lapped racers. So I'm getting better with the traffic. I actually did slow down there rather than run straight into the back of him. 1.9 seconds. We don't want the leaders, we don't want the 2nd place to come back past me straight away. Hovering about 1.4 seconds, so it's not really extending. I'm just keeping it sort of like the same as we get the low fuel again. Rightio. 2.3. Yeah, that's it. Just get round here and it'll be the finishing line, I think. Oh no, one more bend, then the finishing line. So this is quite a good racer, this one, although not the best. No rear view mirror. Graphics are a little bit sparse, but moves fast. No wing mirrors either, and no view changes. So there's a few things missing here that I would have liked to have seen, but overall I like it. There we go. There's better games, but this is okay. Mansell 20 points. Where does that put us? So already 4th in the championship, 12 behind. So another few races, I think I would probably get this one. Yeah. Newman Haas leads the championship, so whoever my teammate is, he's obviously getting in a few points as well. Good. And there we are. There's Nigel with his moustache and 2 other people, and a lot of balloons being raised for some reason. Well, there we go. There's a password there if you want that. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. I really liked it, but I quite like racing games, as I say. There's a few elements missing which I would have liked to have seen, but it's definitely passable. So that was Newman Haas Indycar featuring Nigel Mansell on the SEGA Mega Drive or Genesis, published by Acclaim Entertainment in 1994. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.